Who's up first today?
So AJ, what kind of went wrong Saturday night?
There was a handful of things went wrong. I know Drew addressed some of it yesterday. A lot of it was in the blitz pictures. It started with us recognizing and communicating all the way across the line. One guy gets it, another guy didn't, or doesn't. Some guys get cut loose. The other one is you go out and then you get smacked in the mouth for a couple plays. You got to fight through that, and that's where I got to do a good job keeping the guys' pads down and finishing. But it starts at the line of scrimmage, And if you get popped once, you got to fight through that and push back.
Coach, I saw you move the tackles in one series, bringing 2 new guys. How fluid is that line, and do you expect that kind of stuff?
Well, here's the big one with Tariq Cole out. We had a couple guys that. We got a couple guys right now that know what they're supposed to do. A couple guys that are really physical, don't quite have it all down yet. So what we were doing is after they got after us a little bit in the pass pro, we moved some other guys in just to let them get their head straight, and then put some guys back, put guys back in. So between the 2 tackles, we rotated 3 guys throughout the day.
How important with all that changing is Derek Nelson's consistency in the middle?
It's huge. That's probably one of the staples we have is his communication, where he's playing right now. Problem is it's 2 guys away from him, so we got to make sure that goes through the guards, through the tackles, and every guy's got to carry their weight right now.
When you talk about the Michigan game, was it communication that was the problem? It seemed like, obviously we know offensive line, the big thing is they play as a unit. Yeah. Drew kind of seemed to say they were playing as individuals.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly what I said a minute ago, was that, base pictures, not a problem. You're good. It comes back to technique, fundamentals. Pressure pictures or movement, stuff like that, which we've done really well. Iowa gave us some looks. Those were our best plays, and we split them. And so I don't, like I said, I probably didn't prepare them well enough. Is what it comes back to make sure that they saw everything. And so that's on my shoulders when we get those type of pictures. And I tell them that the thing we got to do is go out when we recognize those tips and keys, communicate them, be really clean and efficient, and that's where your big runs come from.
How hard is it though to be on, not to make any excuses, to be on offense line when it's 28-0 or whatever, and they're just kind of teeing off on passing plays at that point?
Well, it's the situation. We've all been there. I was there at one time, and that's where you have to kind of the maturity as a Big Ten offensive lineman. Okay, this is one-on-ones. They know it's pass. I know it's pass. 3rd and 15, that's a high pass situation. Not always, but it is. And so, what we got to do is continue to get creative, find ways to help them out a little bit, and also bring along their technique to where they can hold up out there.
What's the preparation been like thus far this week?
The operation or preparation?
The preparation.
It's been good. It's been all mental up until just now. It was a very physical practice. The guys were excited to go. It's a new fresh for them. We move on. We get going. We're playing a team on the other side. But it's Big Ten football, and it's a game. Our guys came out. I was impressed with how they played physically. But once again, the mental side of it, we got to make sure we're sharp.
Coach, do you think the next 6 games kind of like a fresh start?
Yeah, they are. We're really approaching it. It's a new season. After what we've gone through the last 2 weeks, that's coaches, players, support staff, everybody, from the top down. And Coach Ash has been really direct with that. And it's a great message. Hey, clear our minds, go back to our excitement, energy we had at the end of fall camp, and that's what we move on to play with. And that's all you can do. You can sit around and complain about what went wrong. It's the past. Just like when you win. Had we won a big game like that, we got to come out Sunday. Guess what? It's a new team this week. And that's just welcome to the Big Ten, guys. Every game's a big one. So just like Illinois this week.
Is it the same kind of thing in recruiting? You have a loss like that, recruits might worry, but you just stay in touch with them and everything?
It all goes back to what you sell in recruiting.
Right. Because I know you have good relationships with a lot of those guys.
Our message from day one with recruits, doesn't matter what class, is what the plan is here, how we're going to go about it. Every one of those guys, they know it's not happening overnight. The guys we're looking for know it's not going to happen overnight, but it's a day-to-day. Today we came out, we've got to take a step better. And as Coach Ash talks about all the time, if every day we get a little bit better, we're moving in the right direction. It's the days that we don't that we get, as coaches ourselves, we got to check what we're doing, and as players, we got to check what we're doing. And that's where we're at right now. It's that grind of 2 rough weeks, and we got to put one foot in front of the other and move on to Illinois.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks.